there. This is your free class on the book, Secrets to Knowing Your Angels, everything you need to know about incorporating angels into your life. The first thing I want to discuss is I want to know if this has been a dream of yours or if it's just something that you have been kind of playing with the idea, kind of curious. What is it for you that you want to learn this skill about connecting with angels, angels in your life, or even just knowing they're with you, having their guidance every day? To me, it was a need that nothing could quench. Like, it was like something that I needed to learn, and I just kept digging and digging and digging until it happened for me. Are you one of those people that think things are happening to you, or are you one of those people that know that things are happening for you? I know that's kind of a weird concept maybe for you, but I know if you can look at things happening for you and not things happening, oh, this happened to me and this happened to me and this happened to me. Spirit, the angels are just honestly trying to protect you because they love you that much. They just don't want you going down a road that won't necessarily be for your highest good. If this is something that kind of has been a little dream of yours, or just something that you're curious about, you're in the right place. Think about how it would feel if your every moment was guided, like every decision, instead of having to worry about living in fear and making fear-guided choices, and you could just breathe and always know what the right choice would be. Then this honestly is the book for you. So it would be like you were connected to something that is so much greater than yourself, because they are the angels. They are so much greater than we could possibly imagine. My name, obviously, is Lannie Reed. I wrote the book, Secrets to Knowing Your Angels, and it's sort of been a journey for me for the past 15 years, 15-year journey to writing this book. I mean, I haven't been writing it for 15 years, but the journey in it is definitely taking me to this moment. My life lessons kind of have always been health concern. Well, not all of them, but the majority of them, and the biggest lessons have always been health related. So after I had my 3 kids, which I had in 3.5 years, crazy, right? I know. It took me to a place where I was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, and I had to learn myself how to slow down and how to take everything one step at a time instead of just charging full speed ahead. And I don't know, when you have 3 small children, you're so busy, and everything is busy. It can't not be, because I don't know, 3 kids and all wanting to do different things. They're all at different stages, although mine were kind of all very similar because they were so close together, but they were still at different stages. My first 2 was like having twins in a sense, just at a little bit of a different stage, but the younger one would always catch up to the older one. But so MS was really about me learning to slow down and really tune in to what my body was telling me, what the next right action for me was. And it took me a long time to learn that and to figure that out, and to know that my body was honestly just trying to love me and tell me what it needed, and I just needed to listen. And it took me a while, but I finally figured it out. And I don't know if you're like that, if you're stubborn like me, but I did finally figure it out. And it was a long road, but I learned what I needed to learn, and I honestly don't even really think about MS anymore, or as I know it's like a huge lesson for some people, and it hits other people harder than it hits other people. Like it hits other people harder because it's unique to everybody. It's not one size fits all. And sometimes the lessons with MS are a lot harder for certain people than they are for other people. And I know that. So fast forward about 15 years, and I got another diagnosis, which is called trigeminal neuralgia. Now, I don't know, most people, I shouldn't say most people, but a lot of people don't know what it is. And, and that's fantastic if you don't know what it is. But it's when the nerve just in front of the ear gets a little bit, well, I shouldn't say a little bit, but it gets set off or it keeps misfiring. And it's like every nerve from here to here gets set off in the face all at once, and it just constantly misfires 24 hours a day. And for me, I didn't eat, I didn't drink, I could barely breathe without setting it off. I could barely function what a normal human being would function at. So it was my greatest life lesson, and I'm still learning from it. Honestly, I still have challenges with it. Some days I have really, really good days like today, and then I have days that aren't so great. But you know what? The so great days are getting more and more, and the so not great days are getting fewer and fewer. So, and the angels were a huge part of me learning the lessons I needed to learn in order to heal a little bit every day. And if I can give you even a smidgen of what they gave me, you know, for you to connect with them so that they can help you in your own unique way, my heart will be full. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you learn. I'm here to help you elevate your frequency, to rise and not sit in your story, to not sit in other people's should, coulds, woulds, what you need to be doing, whereas you are the master of your own thoughts, of your own decisions. You know better than anybody else. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. Okay. So I believe, honestly, it all begins with you. So perception is huge. So if you can see yourself at a higher perspective as spirit would, okay, I know this can sound maybe a little crazy, but as spirit would see you, not as you living this life day after day trying to figure shit out. And I know you're gonna, well, how the hell do I do that? But if you can just see, like, even one thing a day, see it from a different perspective as somebody else would see it, not as you in the mud trying to figure it out. How would somebody else see you? I know, right? But it really is all about mindset. And if you can, so to me, you cannot change how other people view you, obviously. You cannot change what other people do to you, for you, from you, around you. But you can change your thoughts that are inside your head. Flat out, that's what you can change. So if you're constantly saying you're fat, you're ugly, you're not enough, or you're never going to achieve success like other people, why does other people always get what you want? You can change those thoughts. Those thoughts aren't are they serving you seriously? Or are they just making you get that much deeper into the muck? But you can change those thoughts to, I'm beautiful inside and out. I am worthy. I am enough. And why can't I have success just like the next person? Why can't, if not me, then who? Right? If not me, then who? And I believe changing the mindset is really, it's a huge big step. And I understand that because it's probably one of the one steps in this process that was probably was the hardest to bring into my life, because you know, when you're in your story and you're telling the same story over and over about how the other people wronged you, or how life has wronged you, God has wronged you, or your higher power, whatever it is you call it, because I'm not here to change your religious beliefs at all. I'm just here to give you some extra information to maybe help you with the spiritual practice that you already have, or maybe not have, and gonna make a new one. So yeah, I just feel that that is one of the top first steps in your life. I really do. So who are these legions of angels really? Like, who are they? Well, they're who I connected to when I was at rock bottom. They're the ones that went, hello, we're here. We are here. We are here. And they weren't the thoughts that went, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're not enough. They were the ones like, you're beautiful, you're enough, we love you, we're here for you, we're with you, we want to help. They're those thoughts. And they are not an archangel, but they do work with the archangels. So every legion has its own archangel that they work with, because the archangel is the boss, and then the legions of angels work with them. So for instance, Archangel Michael, who is the angel of protection, he has like thousands and thousands of legions that he works with, but one of them is the angels of protection. Now they help to kind of like if you take medication and you eat healthy, it just works together really, really well. That's kind of how they work together really, really well. And if you need extra protection, or you just need to say, angels of protection, please help to protect me. I thank you, I thank you, I thank. Like, you just need to ask for their help, and they will be there. And archangels are one. So there is only one archangel, but he can be everywhere all at once. He's all encompassing. Whereas the legions of angels are there, if you call them in, there are hundreds of thousands of them. Hundreds of thousands of the angels of protection. And they come in as one, but they also can be anywhere and everywhere, just like an archangel can be. And they, there's hundreds of thousands of them, but so like I know when I'm in meditation and I talk to them, let's say per se, they all come in as one, but I only speak to one, but I can hear them all. It's like they all speak as one. So I hope that that's fairly clear. But they can help create miracles in your life. They can help rise you up. Whatever it is you need in your life right this minute, that's who's with you. So if you need peace, the angels of peace are with you. If you need prosperity, the angels of prosperity and abundance are with you. There is an angel for everything. So whatever first comes to your mind, whatever you need, that's who's with you, and that's who you can work with. So a lot of these steps that I give you are to get you to the place where you know they're with you. It's not necessarily that they're not already with you, but it's having the ability to trust and all these steps, because trust is a huge one. So I feel like after your mindset, the next biggest thing is clearing your own energy and knowing your energy from somebody else's. Getting grounded. Like that's a huge one. So sorry. I feel it's sort of like I say in the book, your energy, I think I do. I think I do. Your energy introduces you before you even speak. So it's kind of like when you walk into a room, somebody can tell, like somebody will walk, what's wrong? Because you're grumpy or you have like a certain edge to you. I feel like your energy, like I totally believe in that. So I mean, and then, but you can also feel that off of somebody else. So if you walk into a room and all of a sudden you just feel kind of gross and icky, something isn't right. And you can tell if somebody's a little bit grumpy, or you walk into a room and you get an instant headache, you get a stomach ache. It's not yours, it's somebody else's. So bringing your body back to where you know when somebody else's energy is entering your space and you know it isn't yours. So cutting those cords to other people is extremely important, so that you're not, somebody isn't sitting there draining your energy. Grounding yourself, being in the present, not worrying about the past or worrying about the future. So if you're making your decision based on something that happened to you in the past, you're living in the past. Or if you're worried about something you think is going to happen in the future, you're living in the future. Something that hasn't even happened yet, so you don't even know what's going to happen, but yet you're worried about it. Clearing your energetic chakras, right? That's extremely important, because when you can clean, clear, align, and balance your chakras, it is very important to stay clean and clear in your own body, so you're not using somebody else's energy and it's not affecting you. And then once you've done all that, just done all that, right? You can protect yourself. So when you walk into a room, it's like, well, right? You're not being affected by other people's energies. And that's probably the number one thing, honestly, is protecting it. Well, they're all number one things. I say that for everything because they're all so important. But, and then once you've cleared your energy, your intuition, letting your intuition guide you is very important. So once you've cleared your energy, you can get in tune with your own body and what it's telling you. So I know when I am trying to make a decision, and let's say I ask a question in my head, I'll either get this like I'm gonna puke. Sorry, that was a really bad face. Or I get like chills all over my body. So for me, those are my two tail. That's my yes and my no. My no is the, and then my yes is those tingles all over my body. I know it's a yes. My body, my soul is crying to do this, whatever it is. And, but everybody is different with intuition, right? So, you may not feel, you may hear, or you may see inside your head, not like physically outside your body, but inside, kind of like the little movie that goes, like when you're thinking, when you're remembering something. That's what I'm talking about when I say you're seeing. Everybody's intuition works differently. You just need to find your like your tells of your yes and your no. Signs and symbols from the angels are another big one. So I see numbers a lot. I don't know if you see numbers, but like 11, 11, 44, 44, 44, 55, 55, 66, 66, you know, it goes on and on. Some people might have the same number combination that goes off every day. They see it every day. Like I know my one friend, she sees 9/11 every day. And, but I don't know what yours is, but you know what? There's number books that you can get. I know Kyle Gray has an angel number book, And I know there's one online that's really, really good. If you Google it, it'll pop up. So I do not have an angel book of numbers. I would love eventually to make one, but I do not have one. But I use those to see what the angels are trying to tell me, because they are trying to tell you something. So when you see a sign, maybe you've asked for a sign. Maybe you've asked for a sign and you see it. But the greatest thing you can do here is acknowledge it and thank the angels for sending you that message, right? And once you acknowledge it, they send you more and more and more and more, and they just get so excited that you are actually seeing, because they don't know if you just sort of see a number and go, oh yeah, there's a number. That's pretty cool. But if you thank them for sending you this sign, then they want to send you more. Because gratitude is huge, 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 huge. Because you cannot be grumpy and in gratefulness at the same time. So when you're really grumpy and your head is like in this fearful state and you're like, well, I can't do this and I can't do that and I'm fearful of this happening, and go into gratefulness. I am so happy and grateful for my children. I'm so happy and grateful for my health. Right? I know. Who knew? Well, you probably knew that, but so like I say, the angels that you work with are the angels that are literally around you right now. How do you know who the angels are? Well, what are you going through? What are the things that are not going so well right now? What are the things that are going really well right now? So, and that's who you work with. So, I'm saying so a lot. I just realized that. But anyways, doesn't matter. Look at the things you want to work on in your life. Do you need prosperity and abundance? Do you need greater health? Do you need, what is it that you need? Call them in. What do you call them? Well, you can call them whatever you'd like. They'll still come. They know their name. Like, it doesn't matter. I know I have different names for different angels in the book, but you probably have different angels that you're working with rather than the angels that I'm working with. So that is perfect, and that's good. One of the next things that I really, really use a lot when I work with the angels that I know will help you is prayer. Now, some of you may already have a prayer practice because of your religion or past experiences, or some of you may not, and this might be a new thing for you. I know for me, it's kind of a newer-ish thing for me. It's been just the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years that prayer has really become a huge part of my life. I know that's crazy, right? But I never put much emphasis on it. I knew it was important, but I was like, I don't know how to pray. I don't know how to pray, but it's just whatever's coming from your heart. It's just what you need the angels to know. It's how you talk to them. So prayer is you talking to the angels, right? And them listening, and just knowing that they're listening to you is like a sacred thing. So I feel that prayers come through you, not from you. And just use your heart. I really, really feel that it's a beacon. The prayers that I use in the book are like a beacon, because as soon as I say them, they're like right here. I know. It may not work like that for you. It may work totally different. It's just you'll get this sense of peace, this sense of love in your heart, and like I say, it's a sacredness. So it's like a respect thing, right? The next thing I honestly use is meditation. Meditation can look, it can look as many different things. You can do walking meditation, you can do complete quiet in a yoga position, sitting upright with your feet, with your legs crossed, finger to the thumb, breathing. Or you can do it laying in your bed. It depends. Like, as long as you don't fall asleep and you actually go into meditation. But for me, my best meditation is laying down. But not everybody is. You have to find your own unique way to meditate. Everybody, I keep saying this, but you are a unique individual. So your practice is not going to look like my practice, but you can add and implement and all this stuff so that you can make yours better, or just something, or tweak it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe yours is better than mine because that's what works for you. So I find that meditation is, so prayer is you talking to the angels, and meditation is you then listening to the response. Your meditation may not be a journey. Your meditation, you may just feel instant relief. The stress is gone. That's how it might be for you. Mine is more of a journey because I like to talk to them and I like to converse and see, the direction in which they feel is for my highest good. I really, 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 really love that. And, but it can be just as much as 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long period of time. It can be just enough to set you up so you're out of your fearful monkey mind and into this no stress zone. So I want you to play with that and find your own way to meditate that works for you personally. The next thing I want to talk about is getting real. I mean, if you've never had a spiritual practice before, you might have some obstacles that come up, like you don't have enough time, you don't know what to do, you don't know, even though they're in steps, that you need to do them in. They may be out of order for you, and which is totally okay. If you come up with an obstacle, do what you love. Do what you love. And just your biggest obstacle might even be trusting that this can work for you and that the angels are already here with you, trusting that you will figure out meditation and it will become your habit that you have created in your life. You may want like an easy way to fix things. It's not an easy fix. I mean, it can be, but most times it's not. It takes some time, and your spiritual practice. Mine is in probably about 45 minutes to an hour every day. Yours doesn't have to be that. I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I have, like my cards. I do a lot of oracle cards and stuff like that, so that takes up a little bit of my time. But your spiritual practice can be something like 10 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be a long period of time. I just want you to know that truly anything is possible. It is possible for you to contact these angels. It is so possible for you to work with them every day in your life, and for you to walk with them and know that they're with you, because they love you so, so much, and they are so excited you're here to work with them. And if this is a book you've read and you just don't know where to go with it, you want some personalized help, I am here to help you. So if you would like to work with me more on working with your angels, and you would like some guidance, some help, I would like you to email me at info@lanniereed.com. That's info, INFO, @lanniereed.com. And I'll send you a link so that we can set up a time to talk, and we can see if we are a good fit to work together. That would be wonderful, because my wish for you is that you know that these angels are with you, that you know they love you, that you work with them on a daily basis to create the transformation you need in your life so that you may lead a life that's spirit and soul aligned. So if you seriously would like to work with me, I'm here. Just contact me.